crowd and the elements as well. What did it take to turn that around and come away with all 3 points?
Yeah, I think that's the most pleasing aspect, to be fair, of the game. We've got to start the second half better for sure. They come right on top of us, and then the first goal obviously is really lucky on their behalf. It gets them right back in the game, and then they scored a good goal, and we had to fight back. We had to stick together. We knew it's a tough place to come, but we know we had qualities that we could hurt them. And we spoke about it at half time that we need to score more goals in the second half, and we managed to do that.
Nothing lucky about your goal. Nearly 140 corners since Manchester United have scored. Is that a source of frustration or even embarrassment?
Yeah, embarrassing. Every time I see the stat, I feel embarrassed myself. I'm a big part in that set play routine and trying to score goals from corners. But as a team, as a group, we've been nowhere near good enough. It's a big part of the game. And for sure, if we score more from corners and set plays, we'd be higher in the table. So I know you can play all this pretty football, but set plays are a massive part of the game. And for sure, this season's been nowhere near good enough on that behalf.
The water, the slide tackles, the mud. Was it old school?
Yeah, the conditions in the second half was really bad, to be honest. The half that we was playing in and defending was really waterlogged. So we come out at the start of the second half and we tried to play as we was playing in the first half, dribbling and trying to take the one-on-one battles, and we knew straight away we got caught on it too much, especially in the first 5 minutes of the second half. So we had to get used to the conditions. But yeah, it was old school. I think there was so many tackles. I'm sure it was good to watch a game like that, but thankfully we came out on top.
Yeah, Paul, there's been a lot said about spirit, togetherness, or lack of in the United dressing room. Is Harry Maguire right? They showed that at 2-2 today?
I think they did do today, yeah. I'd say in the past they probably haven't done. And like I said, I think you've got to give the manager real credit for being brave enough to make them subs. I think Pogba especially was playing well, was doing well. He's a big player, we know that. And to take them 2 off and bring Fred on, who has struggled of late, really poor against Brighton, and a young player in Alanga, who both came on, and as Al said before, your substitutes have to come on and make an impact on the game, and them 2 certainly did that.
Let's have a look at that crazy second half then. 2 goals in 59 seconds from Leeds. Changed the complexion temporarily around.
Well, they need to make an impact straight away, Leeds, because they were terrible in the first half. But Harry Maguire said it, it's a fluke. And the keeper's been caught out. It's without doubt a cross. We sometimes see it where he doesn't scuff it, but he's certainly not aiming to put the ball in the back of the net where it ends up. He's aiming to put it in the middle, and De Gea's caught out there. Fluke, yeah, but you could just sense and feel the atmosphere in Ellen Road. Then it was rocking, and then the Leeds players responded to that.
Yeah, and as I say, 59 seconds later it was 2-2. Either of you any issue with these challenges? Well, we think the first one was too early in the phase of play anyway.
Yeah, no, not for me. I thought they were both 2 heavy physical challenges, but I didn't think either of them was a foul.
No, I agree. I think Fernandes has to be stronger there. He's almost looking for the foul before anything actually happens, and I don't think it is a foul. And as we see here, this is the first one. Actually, I don't think that's a foul. I think he gets the ball. Then the ball only just stays in. I think it's Rafinha who comes over and keeps it in just about, I think. And then we know Fernandes got to be stronger there. That's a little bit too soft. His head's up in the air looking for a foul before it comes in. I think for sure it is who gets the ball, and a nice bit of play from James, with Luke Shaw then sleeping at the back post when Rafinha comes in and puts it away.
I think Lingard and Wan-Bissaka also have to work harder to stop the cross coming in, but Luke Shaw's man, he knows straight away that he's got his eye on him. There's no way he should let him get across him then, or even in behind him like he does, so he's got to take his responsibility for that again.
67 minutes gone. Fred and Alanga come on. Pogba comes off, and 3 minutes later this happens, Paul.
Yeah, which is a big surprise. He's not someone you associate with scoring and making goals. It's a good pass in Sancho in the first place. I think it's Sancho. Is it Sancho? Yeah. I think Sancho did really well actually, but it's a good overlapping run. Plays him in. Can the keeper do a little better? I think he should do. I don't think he should be beaten there at the near post. Sorry, but give Fred credit for being in there. I don't think he was brought on to actually do this, but thankfully he has done.
Meslier here, Alan?
Yeah, without doubt, that's his near post. It's a fantastic strike and a great run. But the goalkeeper shouldn't be beaten at the near post there. But isn't this sort of typical of Leeds? Is that how open they are? No, that's how they play, but they are so open. I can understand if it's a one-off and they get carried away in the atmosphere, they get back to 2-2, they go chasing the game. But it's not. This happens a lot with Leeds, and that's why they've got such a poor defensive record. Is that they're just so open. They commit so many men forward and leave themselves vulnerable to attacks like that. Very good finish. Another positive for the manager, because it's the sub that's done the damage, or both subs that have done the damage.
And they've taken their chances today. The first time they've scored 4 under Ralf Rangnick. In fact, the last time they scored 4 was Ronaldo's first game back against Newcastle.
Well, as I say, in a lot of the games, they had created quite a few chances, more than they had done in the past. And it's about time that they really stuck 4 or 5 away. Today was a day, and Leeds seemed the perfect team for that. They're the second worst in the league for conceding goals, and United took full advantage. I think both centre halves for Leeds really weak. You see that goal there. You see the one from the set piece as well, where he's not even thinking about the ball. So it was a big opportunity for United to get some goals today, and they've managed to do it.
Yeah, Leeds 30 conceded in their last 10 league games. Beating Leeds by 4-2. As I say, Wolves with the opportunity to go into the top 7 if they can beat Leicester next, who are without a win in their last 4 league games. But talking of 4th, Manchester United 4 clear, as I say, of West Ham and Arsenal. A reminder of those games in hand that Arsenal and Spurs have, 3 of them. So too do Wolves, who could go up to 40 points if they beat Leicester in our next game. Leeds are still looking over their shoulders. 5-point gap between the bottom 4. They've now played the same number of games as Newcastle and of Watford, and 1 less than the bottom club, Norwich. And of course, Everton are a point behind them. They have a game in hand. Leeds still with a few points to accumulate there.
Report shares Arsenal stance on Alvaro Morata after January links. Arsenal are still interested in signing Alvaro Morata, with Calcio Mercato reporting that the Gunners are battling Barcelona for the 29-year-old's signature. Morata is just currently on loan at Juventus for a 2nd year in a row. However, his time in Turin has been frustrating. He has only scored 5 goals for the old lady in Serie A. Doubts about his future emerged during the January transfer window. Juve, of course, added Dusan Vlahovic to their ranks. In fact, Morata has not played as a striker in any of their last 3 league games. Reports claimed that Arsenal hoped to sign the Spaniard last month. Mikel Arteta's men let Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Folarin Balogun leave the club. And they failed to sign a replacement. Obviously, it appears inevitable that they will strengthen this summer. Balogun shall return. But both Alexander Lacazette and Eddie Nketiah are out of contract. Barcelona are also interested. And he could yet stay at Juventus beyond this season. Juve agreed a £29 million option for the end of this campaign when they re-signed Morata back in 2020. Arsenal must not go near £29 million if they want to sign Morata. Morata has an amazing CV. He has won league titles in Spain and Italy. He has won the Champions League and Europa League. And he has won domestic cups with Real Madrid, Juve, and Chelsea. However, he has never been hugely prolific. His best return in a single league campaign is 15. And he has not managed more than 12 since leaving Real for Chelsea in 2017. Morata also turns 30 before the end of this calendar year. So he is not going to be a player who fits the mold of Arsenal's most successful signings in recent years. He is a player Antonio Conte previously labeled fantastic. However, he is not a game-changing target. And thus, Arsenal would surely be taking a huge gamble if they offered Atletico anything like what Juve need to pay to keep Morata.